again, these ACOs are not a new idea. They were part of the Affordable Care Act. And the data actually suggested very positive outcomes from the accountable care organizations, both in terms of patient outcomes, also in terms of savings to patients. And then came Donald Trump. Under the Trump administration, he implemented a policy called direct contracting, which I was against. And I communicated to the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services my opposition to the policies that were implemented under the Trump administration. So why was I against it? I was against it in part because it took power away from patients and healthcare providers and put it into the hands of payers and wealthy investors. Literally, private equity firms were put in the driver's seat. I'm against that. I think healthcare providers and patients should have say in their care, not private equity firms. And to the credit of the Biden administration, they said, when Biden got in, he said, let's kind of review what was done under the Trump administration, let's see what changes need to be made. And to his credit, he said, we're pulling the plug on this direct contracting model, and proposed an alternative approach called the ACO REACH model, which made a whole bunch of changes. Some of the most important are kind of how the decision-making structure occurs. So under the ACO REACH model, 75% of the governing board needs to be providers, not private equity firms, right? So you don't have those private equity firms in the driver's seat. And in fact, patient advocates need to be, there needs to be at least 2 patient advocates on each of the governing boards. So that's important because it means that the participants who are making the decisions are people who are advocating for the interest of patients, not private equity firms or wealthy investors. Now, I've heard from some folks, including you, who said, I'm still concerned about this and the approach that it uses. What I can tell you is, under the model that President Biden has proposed, it does not privatize Medicare. It does not require any prior authorizations, and in fact, it actually empowers patients to get some things that they don't qualify for under more traditional Medicare, including transportation services and post-acute visits and home visits and the like. Having said that, if there's data out there, or if you have information about specific concerns about that, let me hear it. Like, send it my way, email it to my office, and I'm more than happy to engage with the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services and share those concerns. Just to be very clear, I think it's important that we protect patients. I think it's very important that we not privatize Medicare. I would oppose privatization of Medicare. Thanks.
So I'm Brett from Bremerton. I hear you're on the Fixed Government Committee.
Yeah.